What is up? What is up? What is up, guys? You guys might have seen the chair move, but oh well, it's a-okay. So hopefully you guys the audio's good and whatnot. So honestly, not a lot of gaming news to talk about, on like shockingly, but we're gonna go through it. Not, I don't expect the show to be that long, but hopefully you guys enjoy it nonetheless. Shout out to the people in the chat as well. And no, we are not doing a Mass Effect talk. That is definitely not happening right now. But shout out to Cage, Butch, Talos, King Reaper, Revive Saiyan, Talos, and I'm not even gonna like try to pronounce that guy's name, but shout out to that guy as well. But honestly, man, it's gonna be an interesting show nonetheless. I'm not gonna go into the crazy controversy in terms of Starfield, but we'll get into that in a bit. But how you doing, Alish?
No.
Okay.
A nice Tuesday night.
Yeah, Tuesday night. What Delta's like headed over the keys, man. Absolutely. Honestly, I'm keeping this channel going. Honestly, the most content you're getting out of Big Cloud channel is me. I'm not trying to sugarcoat that. Big Cloud knows it. Everybody knows it. But shout out to Big Cloud. Anyways, RGT. Hopefully that episode will be out on Friday. But Alish, so of course what we always do, talk about the games that we've been playing. So what games have you been playing, man? Because all I know is some people called you out. I mean, Salazar called you out, saying you can't count Final Fantasy 16 New Game Plus hard mode at all. It doesn't count.
I mean, look, I beat Return on PC again this year, so I counted that, and he had no problem with that. So, I the credits rolled. It wasn't like one of those like multiple endings type things. It was just like I started the game fresh again, and I did the hard mode, and I got the platinum, and man, honestly, like I feel really empty, bro. Like I've been playing this game for like almost 3 months, like, and now it's not there anymore, and it don't feel like I miss it. I miss the game, and I started hitting the gym really hard recently, and I realized something. I was like, man, Final Fantasy. I was so addicted to that game that I didn't want to work out for those 3 months. I just want to play Final Fantasy, bro. Like I realized, because I was appreciating the gym a lot more. I wasn't rushing things. I was more motivated. Since I beat the game, and I was like, man, like that game, it just had a grip on my mind for that long. So incredible, honestly, absolutely incredible game. I loved it more when I played it again, and when the Ultimania that came out, man, like there's just so many like amazing like secrets that like it's just nice to know, and it's just like makes like helps just flesh out the game even more. But since then I'm waiting on the Cyberpunk update to drop. Yeah. So until then, I've just been playing Final Fantasy X because I started on my Steam Deck, and I'm just like, I already started it. Might as well just keep playing it until Cyberpunk drops. And it's good. I could definitely, because I've only played FF7, FF16, FF15, so I could definitely understand so far. Like it is not at least for me, the characters are not FF7. Yeah. They are not.
It's hard.
They are not, bro.
Like
yeah.
I think what makes it worse is definitely some of the voice actors are actually talented in that game. Shockingly, I think the person that plays like Titus, I think that's how you actually say the name correctly. Everyone says Titus, but
I say Titus too.
It's actually Titus. But like that dude, he sounds terrible. But then you look at like what he's done in the past, and it's like, dude, this man plays Obi-Wan Kenobi in the Clone Wars show and all this stuff. So I was like, wow, what happened here? And I think it was just honestly the acting director was just like not that good. Was
that the first voice acted Final Fantasy game? Like fully voice acted?
Yeah. 10 was.
Okay, that makes sense. Because I can understand like the first time voice acting, they don't really know like how to make the actor sound kind of proper. But because honestly, like the party members, to me, only like Yuna and Oren are like kind of cool. Everyone else I kind of just like don't care about. And I just got everyone. So I just got Emily, I think, like permanently. Yeah. So I just got to that part. So far, like I was like the party members are cool, but like they don't scratch the final like set like. There is no one so far. Again, I will play like I'll play 8, I'll play 9,
Dude,
I'll
playing
play 12.
6, bro. You gotta play 6.
I will play 6. Sorry, I will play 6. I just those
Six
early
is,
ones,
like one of the best.
like those early ones. Like I'm talking like 1, 2, and 3, like 1 through 5. I just feel like those are way too outdated for me to play. So I'll start with. I will play 6 at some point. But they don't hold the candle to me to the FF7 party members. Like Vincent is like just Vincent alone is like so unique, and it's just like there's no one in 10 that's like him. So yeah, I'm just like, enjoying it. I'm just waiting for Cyberpunk. Hopefully it drops this week. I'm just like every day I'm checking because I'm just like I want to start it, and the update's like right around the corner. So hope it comes soon. And yeah, that's pretty much all I've been playing. How about what have you been playing? You playing Starfield? Yeah, I know you're playing that. You know.
Listen, everybody knows how I feel. Listen, I'm not gonna go into it. The only thing we're going into is like the reviews and just like talking about it, but not going into it. Everybody knows how I feel about the game. No reason to kind of like drudge up more baggage. But honestly, no, Baldur's Gate 3. Baldur's Gate 3. I'm on Act 3. I beat one of the characters in the game, which honestly kind of difficult. Don't want to go into spoilers. And it was cool to see how that kind of unfolded. Didn't expect it. Because you could just like go different avenues with the game and have your choices like affected. Like, dude, you could do a side mission in like Act 1 and then it'll get addressed later in Act 3. And you're like, wait, what? I thought this exactly happened. And it just was like, nope. You got to finish it. And it's like, okay, cool. And it's like different things of like trying to like investigate and finding alternative methods to either help somebody out or save somebody's life. And that's like things that I really enjoy about the game. The game it gives like a lot of freedom as well as kind of like letting you do whatever you want in terms of the game. Like you could just start killing a bunch of people if you want to in that game, or you could just like figure out the context and clues of how this story is going to play out or what you want to make that story to be. And I think it's so awesome. And I think a lot of games or RPGs should start trying to do that. And I wouldn't mind like Final Fantasy 17. What I would like for that game to do, honestly, would be kind of crazy is having your choices matter as well as like picking dialogue options for your voice. I mean, you could have the character voice, kind of like Mass Effect 2-esque. But I think that like that's all I've been playing as of late. Like I'm 90 hours into Baldur's Gate 3. I think I'm hopefully gonna finish it before Cyberpunk. So,
would you say so far it's like in terms of player choice? How would you like? What's the most like player choice open game you've played, and how does this rank up to that?
I would say Dragon Age Origins would be up there in terms of player choice, right? Because you could do a lot of things within that game. You could romance different characters. You can literally like, and spoilers for people that haven't played Dragon Age Origins. This is a very old game. Hopefully it could get remade or remastered for the newer audience. The only way to play it at a good frame rate is on PC. Is like literally Morgan, you can have a kid with her. Like it's insane. And then that could like, it further gets like addressed in Inquisition. And that's like some of those stuff that I think is dope to see, or your character could die, main character could die in the game. It's like all these different choices were dope. I would say Mass Effect is up there, 1 and 2 especially, KOTOR 1, KOTOR 2. Like those are the games that like had like really good like RPG mechanics as well as a good story and written characters and character development that Baldur's Gate 3 I felt brought it back. So and that's something like I wouldn't mind Final Fantasy 17 to kind of like adopt. And I'm not saying all Final Fantasy games need to adopt it. I'm just saying that it would be kind of cool to see what they could do with something like that. And not saying it should be turn-based or not. Like, I think having the player choices and stuff would be kind of cool for Final Fantasy to do something like that.
Yeah. To be honest, for their main franchises, they're not going back to turn-based. Like, they're not gonna do that. So I just think like for their side games they will, but not for their mainline ones. It was like I will say this: when I was playing Tactics, it was really cool. Like the player choice that was in that game, and like just how much it carried over, like how many different paths there are. So I'd say that was pretty cool. Because I think Cyberpunk for me will be like the first like true like player choice game I've played. I will play just because like Mass Effect I tried, I couldn't get into it. Witcher 3 couldn't get into it, and I just feel like a lot of these games like the setting doesn't really interest me. Like Fallout doesn't really interest me. So Cyberpunk is like the first one where the setting really does interest me. So I'm looking forward to playing that hopefully soon.
Do want to address Astro. What's worse for you, Red? The game last night talking about the Bills and the Jets, or Nia Jax returning? Listen, both are pretty bad. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. Like the Bills losing, come on. Like I'm not gonna lie. Like that's pretty bad, especially with the Aaron Rodgers tearing. Like I think it was like his whole Achilles heel. I could be completely wrong, but basically it's like I'm assuming that that's a career-ending injury for Aaron Rodgers. I could be wrong. Maybe he'll have a full recovery, but it seems pretty bad, right? But like the whole thing about it, Nia Jax, listen, I'm gonna say it right now. That's pretty awful, especially if they're trying to have like this Nia Jax like wrestling Rhea Ripley. Like I'm just like, bro, I'm hoping and praying that Rhea Ripley does not get injured, because Nia Jax has a history of injuring all of her wrestling opponents, and I hope that does not happen to her. And like I met her, by the way, recently. Shout out to her. Took a picture and whatnot. She's a cool person. Rhea Ripley is a pretty nice individual. So hopefully she does not she does not get injured by Nia Jax. Hopefully. I'm just hoping, man. But like listen, Nia just.
Yeah, Robert really wants to know what you think on Starfield, bro. He really wants to know what you think about Starfield.
Oh my gosh. All right. Starfield, right? You really want to know? I feel
game
like
of the generation,
RGT,
game of the century.
You guys already knew, right? So I just reiterate, I'm not interested in Starfield. I don't find Todd Howard's games of interest to me. That is what I think, right? Now, other people could be completely fine, right? Like to enjoy it. I came to the realization, like a Jesus moment, so to speak. And I'm just like, dude, just let people enjoy whatever they want, bro. Like, I don't care at this point. Arguing about stuff is just so, like, annoying. Like, what does it really do? Like, that's just me. That's how I feel. I let people enjoy what they want to enjoy. That's what I think. But, shout out to Pablo for coming through. Pablo couldn't make it. I'm sorry. It is what it is. The man said, hey man, Red Hood, I hate you, dog. I can't be on the podcast. It's over. And then I said, all right, bet, bro. I'm sorry to hear that. But seriously, he is busy with work. So he's not going to be able to make it on this show. Hopefully he will be on future shows. He is a main member after all. So, but like I said, like enjoy what you want. That's the whole point about it. I just don't care either way. I just don't care for the game. I'm not interested in the game. Hopefully people do enjoy the game. So I feel like that is a good sufficient answer for what you asked. All right. So we don't have a lot of topics to really go into. So we're going to go into Final Fantasy 16. I feel like a lot of, I don't know. So I didn't really see a huge outrage about it, which was kind of shocking as of late. That, it got announced, with the outfit costumes actually look pretty cool. Especially with Jill and Clive. Joshua was like, but the Jill and Clive one looks sick to me. They announced free update for that. And then they announced it's coming to PC, which I was like, everyone knew that. Dude, it was like, if you got shocked about that revelation, it was coming to PC. I don't know what to tell you, man. Yoshi P was just like always pretty like, hey, yeah, there is a PC version and we're just not really ready to talk about it yet. And that's about it. So that's what I think, though. Like, I'm happy And people are like, yo, what about the PS5 performance? Is there going to be an update to fix the performance? I'm going to tell you there's probably not going to be an update for that to fix that performance. You're going to have to get the PC version of the game, the definitive version of the game. It is what it is, man. You saw the thumbnail. You got PC everywhere, bro. Got the Spider-Man 2 on PC, Final Fantasy 16 on PC, but I digress. Yeah, and then they announced that there's going to be 2 paid expansions or DLCs coming with the game. Very much, I expect one of it to be Leviathan, and then the other, I got no clue. But yeah, what do you think about it, Alicia? Like overall, like I didn't really feel like it seemed like no one was like crazy, like oh my gosh, another exclusive gone. It seemed like somehow shockingly well, like people were like okay.
Yeah, I think honestly, I think this whole month has just been dominated by Starfield talk. Like, I just think like any news about exclusivity or like other console war news, like kind of just like went under the radar, just because Starfield was like on everyone's minds, like and then also Baldur's Gate 3 before that, right? So the console war summer has just been about Baldur's Gate and Starfield. So I think that's why the news like kind of just swept under the rug. But I'm happy because I know like I think before the game came out, they were just like, oh, like we don't plan DLC, or they're sort of like, I don't know if you remember, but they were kind of saying that there's not going to be any DLC. It'll just be like a one and done or whatever. So it's good that they're going to have something. I don't know if they're going to address the ending.
I don't think so.
Yeah, they might just like keep it ambiguous.
So like they said they kind of like when they made the game, it's like it's not to the point like a Final Fantasy 15, right? It's not like, boom, we need DLCs to fix plot holes and explain ourselves. So what they did is they left, like, I think with one of them, they left a bread trail for, like, Leviathan the Lost. So that's something I see happening. But whether or not they'll incorporate, and I think they will, but then they would have to, like, restructure the final boss, is if Clive gets Leviathan powers in the game, right?
Yeah. And I think they also said like they left a bit the ending in a way that they could expand on it in a future game.
Sequel, like, it's possible.
Yeah, so there's also that as well. So hopefully it'll come like with the PC release. Like I wonder if it'll come.
Like what, the first expansion or DLC or?
Yeah, like I just wonder if they'll do because for Integrate it was PS5 first and then PC after. Kingdom Hearts was the same thing. I wonder if they'll just do DLC first and then PC when the DLC is all released. So hopefully it won't have to wait too long.
Yeah,
excited.
Yep. And I was gonna do this as a talking point. Apple had their iPhone event. I'm not a big iPhone guy, but they did announce...
Android? Are you an Android guy?
Bro, what are you like, bro, what is this? What is this?
Ew, what is that?
It's a Samsung phone, bro. Come on, man.
Ew, not even a Google phone? You got a Samsung?
Dude, the picture quality in this
You wait for updates. It doesn't matter. You wait for updates.
Dude, you guys just got USB-C. What are you talking about?
So? You have to wait for updates. It don't matter.
Dude, I don't care. Bro, this phone served me well.
Wait, what was the first Android phone you had?
The first Android phone ever, bro. I don't know what it was, dude. I literally don't recall.
You don't know your first Android phone?
Dude, it's a no-name Android phone, bro.
Damn. Okay, like how long have you been on Android for? How long would you say?
For a minute. Like a really long time. Okay. I was in the Apple ecosystem in high school. They gave me a MacBook Pro. And I was like, dude, this
MacBooks in high school?
Yes.
What kind of high school did you go to?
They literally gave us MacBook Pro. And I was like,
bro, you must have been Beverly Hills, bro.
No, dude, it wasn't Beverly Hills. But
bro,
I'm not gonna lie, dude. They try to restrict us with that laptop. They're like, listen, you can't download certain clients and this, that, and the third. I was like, absolutely not. I'm gonna bypass it. And I played Borderlands 2 on it, and I played The Witcher 2, and Witcher 2 was horrendous, dude. I was getting like black screens like going here, and it was like green like screen tear thing. I was like, dude, what am I like playing right now? This is insane. This is disgusting. And that's why ever since, and also like MacBook Pros are overpriced, garbage laptops. I'm sorry.
No, the M1 is not garbage. You're tripping. M1's
Dude,
not
I
garbage.
literally had it for 4 years.
Bro, you didn't. The M1 is different, bro. This is okay. Look at this. Look at this. I got this.
Look at this. Look at this.
I got this, and I got this, and I got my phone. Right. I got the whole package. Right. I got the whole package, bro. I'm telling you. When I found out that the MacBooks, like with the M1s, don't have fans, oh, bro, that shit is revolutionary. Like. I will say, like, before the M1s, the Macs were pretty shit. Like they just like for anything and everything, the fans would just kick up for no reason. And for this doesn't get hot. There's no fan. It's just completely silent. Like I forgot this was supposed to have a fan, but doesn't have one. Now and AirPods are like unmatched to me. But like cause I was on Android since like the S3, right? I was the S3 to the S7, bro. That time was rough. That time was so rough. It was just like waiting for updates. I had to wait like 6 months to like 8 months for updates at times. Like, man,
no,
it's awful. It was awful. So, I mean, honestly, like I will say if iMessage is everywhere, and if also like when you're in a relationship, like you can't not have iMessage. Like what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Like, what do you mean?
I text. That's it.
Bro, it's not the same. You need iMessage when you're in a relationship. What do you mean?
Guys, let me know. Do you really need iMessage in a relationship?
Bro, I'm telling you. Do you like the games, the iMessage games, bro? You're missing out. You can play beer pong on like iMessage. Like that's fucking sick.
Bro.
You know?
Absolutely not. No, I'm not playing no damn
honestly,
beer pong.
no.
Dude, if I'm playing beer pong, I'm gonna play beer pong, real life beer pong.
Bro, what if like what like bro? I'm telling you, like if I was with a girl and she had green bubbles, bro, honestly, like that'd be a red flag, bro. Like I'm gonna be honest.
We're gonna say it's a red flag. Yo, red flag up here. Come on,
absolutely.
Dude.
That's an ick, bro. That's an ick. You know.
Here we go.
You know, that's what the kids are saying.
Ick? So, what? Oh,
it's an ick, bro. It's an ick.
Green bubbles are ick. Dude, I am feeling like a boomer right now, bro. Like, I don't care what bubble you got, bro. It's totally fine.
Nah, bro. Like, have you seen the green versus the blue bubbles, bro? It's a difference, bro. It is crazy.
I don't get it, bro.
You know,
I just feel like.
Hey, man, I got a Google phone at least.
I'm just shocked by it. Like, who does it? Like, who bases their red flags and relationships on bubbles for text messages?
Look, these are important. It's important, bro. Like, it's really important.
Please explain how it's a red flag.
You know, it's like you know, like, do you really want someone that texts you the same color as Xbox? Like, do you really want that? Do you really want the same like green? Like, do you want that?
No,
like, no.
Dude, do not give people like ideas in the chat. What are we doing here?
Like,
we're not doing
bro.
no fanboy mentality here.
Bro,
bubbles, green, blue,
if I went to a girl's house and she had an Xbox One, I'd be like, bro, like, what is wrong? Like, do you not have standards? Like, for yourself? Like, are you okay?
Oh no.
Oh boy.
Bro, if it were me, dog. If there was a woman that I was seeing and she got a gaming PC, you marry her right there at the spot.
What if she has like Intel Arc or like old AMD?
I don't care, bro. You still love her you still love her, man.
What if she has like the AMD CPUs before Ryzen? You know,
dude, you still love her, man. She's a PC gamer, bro. I don't know what to tell you.
But you know what's gonna happen, bro? You want to play the game with her? She can't keep up because her rig is so shit because she has AMD.
Well, that's
what are you gonna do then? What are you gonna do then? What are you gonna do then?
That's why you convince her to upgrade.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. If you walk in and you see that rig and she doesn't want to upgrade, she's like, man, like this is sentimental. Like, you know, I built my first. I built, I dropped my first a Moab on this rig. Like, I can't get rid of it. And then like, and then she's like, I'm ride or die. Like AMD. What is it? What is the old CPUs called? Those really garbage or whatever.
I know.
Like, and you want to play a game with her. You want to play like I don't know. You want to play like Gang Beasts or something, and then like she can't play because like your rig is so shit.
You know what?
She want to upgrade.
You know what? We'll play World of Warcraft. We're gonna go old school, and that's the game we'll play.
Nice.
We're gonna play classic WoW.
Nice.
And that'll be a 10 out of 10 experience, and then hopefully the PC doesn't blow up. But at the end of the day, all you gotta do, convince her to upgrade, and then just maybe, she'll be a PC elite. No, I'm just kidding. But like overall, go back into it because, like I said, it's better when we're doing stuff like this because there's really no topics. But iPhone, your little iPhone Max Pro bullcrap being announced.
My ecosystem. You know, it's
I don't even
beautiful.
know, dog. It's
a beautiful thing.
You got,
you know, ecosystem. Do you have a Samsung
Max,
tablet?
huh?
Do you have a Samsung headphone? Do you have like Samsung tablet, Samsung headphones?
No, dude.
You know?
I have a Sony. I have Sony earbuds.
Bro,
Sony earbuds are actually like one of the best. Like
I know, oh yeah.
The XM 4s or whatever I have 100%. Currently. XM 5s are probably like it's just. I'll be honest, Sony, like they'll have great earbuds and headphones. It's just they don't market it for whatever reason, and they have terrible like naming schemes for any of their like products like that for headphones and all that. But overall though, iPhone Max 15 Pro honestly sounds like Attack on Titan final season part 3 of part 2. That's what the iPhone naming convention feels like, a run-on sentence. But they announced modern games coming to the platform. That thing is honestly gonna feel like a volcano in your pocket or volcano in your hands. It's gonna burn you. I just don't get it personally. You got like Resident Evil 8, Resident Evil 4 remake, Death Stranding. That is gonna burn your hands, bro. Like really,
bro. Because you know you're experiencing fire like in real life.
Fire?
You're experiencing like greatness. You feel greatness in your hands,
and you could experience greatness as well.
It's different. It's a different kind of fire, though. You know. It's greatness.
Oh my!
Can your Samsung do that? Can your Samsung? What is Samsung like? 2030 S25 S35? What is Samsung even on now?
Well, I think they're on 23.
And S23, like weren't they just at the S10? Like why did they jump like 10
I have a 22
numbers?
Ultra. That's what I have.
Bro.
It's a good phone. Better than the naming convention of iPhone 15 Max Pro. I just don't get it.
Pro Max, bro. Ain't that complicated? Max,
dude. Whatever, man. I just don't get it. I got last year's iPhone. I got you. But like overall, like I'm be honest, Apple's just gonna give up, bro. Like when it comes down to it, they are not putting. Oh, Assassin's Creed Mirage is also gonna be on there. After that, no other big game's gonna go on the iPhone. And those are facts.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. I feel like no one's going to disagree with that.
Because I think the only Android phone you should get is a Google phone.
Oh my god,
that actually is good software.
I'm not arguing the software. I'm talking the hardware specifically, and the hardware specifically, Samsung is better at. But Pablo's asking, how do you know other games won't be on there? It's usually how it goes, right? They'll like announce several games, and then what tends to happen is they just stop.
Their support just drops off or something.
Yeah, exactly. It's not like a surprise, like a secret. Like I'm just like I'm an industry insider, and I'm hearing right now in my headphones that the support is going down. No, it's just history, bro. So overall, yeah, I don't expect huge support coming from like iPhone. It's just those games are probably going to be it. Just like Google Stadia and how Pablo was supporting Google Stadia. Ride and die.
You supported Google Stadia?
Listen, the secrets are coming out, right?
I lost respect. I lost
Pablo,
respect.
man, the man was just like, I remember because I was like playing, I forgot why I was playing Avengers. And it's like, listen here, Red Hood, I'm going to stream the Avengers right now. I was like, Pablo, is like, you see, I was like, your frame rate is worse than mine. The graphics look worse. The resolution looks worse. It's like, dude, Google Stadia is the future, Red Hood. What are you talking about? I was like, okay, buddy. And then what happens? They went under. Google Stadia.
I mean, I think it is
done.
the future. It is the future, but like 20, maybe like 15 years. Like not now. I think it definitely is. I definitely think like the whole blockchain thing is definitely also in the future, but that's like way too early. Way too early.
Yeah.
Damn, but Stadia, nah. That shit is really bad. That was really bad.
Yep, but hey, man, Pablo knows best. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to him.
I guess it makes sense why he's playing Starfield.
Oh no! Here we go. What are we doing, dog? What are we doing? Let's not do this. Man's trying to choose violence already,
bro.
Come on,
bro. So I've never seen a game drop off on Metacritic like that game. I've never seen that drop like to an 84, bro. Might drop to an 83 before the end of the week. Who knows?
Listen, we'll talk about that in a bit. Spider-Man conversation kind of came out. Didn't expect this really to happen. Jeff Keighley, several others got flown out to play Spider-Man 2, and they're supposed to be giving out their impressions at 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, September 15th. And I have to say right now, I'm a little disappointed. I'm honestly really disappointed. Overleveled or RGT did not get an invite to play this game, and I feel robbed that I could not give my impressions and figure out whether or not the boss fights have been improved or the side missions have been improved. So I need PlayStation, Insomniac to write an apology on Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it, and I will accept it. And then also they got to give me the... I was going to say, give me the 19 inches of Venom statue. No, I'm just kidding. So, but like overall, it's going to be interesting. I'm just hoping these impressions kind of like talk about what issues I had with the first game, and they created a demo or had a slice of the game that said, hey, listen, side missions and activities have been greatly improved, along with the boss fights have been improved. That is something I want to hear from the impressions. If the impressions, I don't hear from that or even address somewhat, I'm going to be a bit concerned about it.
Mm-hmm.
So, but like overall, like it seems kind of cool what they did, right? They got the statues from Miles and Peter, along with, you know, presentation, what it looks like, and Craven's like little, like, I don't know what you want to call it, like house. So, this is kind of the first time I feel like Insomniac has done this. They haven't done this before, you know, sending people out and playing the game like that. So either they're super confident, or I don't know what else to think. But what are you thinking? Like, what are you thinking in their mind if you think they're confident, and what are you hoping to hear from the impressions?
Yeah, honestly, I'm hoping just the same as you, to be honest. I hope that, like, you know, they're releasing a lot of games over the past like few years, and I just hope that the rollout they've been having isn't resulting in like cutting corners with this game. I just hope it's not just like more of the same, but you add a burrow and some powers and call it a day kind of thing. I really hope they. If I hear like MJ missions and if I hear MJ,
let's be honest.
Yeah.
Let's cut to the chase. From the trailer that they showed off, with the story trailer, I absolutely believe it's going to be a Resident Evil 4 situation where you play as Ashley and you're like kind of like a horror-esque thing, and you're running away from Peter that's going berserk with the black suit or something like that. That is something I expect to happen. I could be completely wrong, but I think that's what the trailer... That, or it's just a damn cutscene, right? It could be a thing that's just a cutscene.
Yeah, it could be a cutscene.
But it could also be like an Ashley thing in RE4.
Like, yeah, I just hope, like, I don't want to hear, like, oh, we've greatly expanded. We've heard the criticisms of the MJ Mal sections, and I've greatly expanded upon them, and, you know, to make it... I don't want to hear that. I just want to hear, okay, like, we'll drop it. Just because, like, again, like, just goes into why I don't like Sony games nowadays. I don't like playing them again, just because, like, they just break the pace. They're not fun to replay. And, you know, I don't want Spider-Man 2 to be another game like that. But the first one was kind of like that for me. I've replayed Batman games far more than any Spider-Man game, just because, even though I love Spider-Man more, but because Batman is just more fun. So, and in terms of like flying people out, I mean, it's like the only game they have this fall, really.
Yeah.
It's a huge game they have. So I think they're just like, I think it's less about the confidence. I just think it's more about like, it's the sequel to like one of the bigger games we have. So we're just gonna like maximize our marketing we can have for this game. That's what I think it is, and not as much as like confidence sake.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that makes sense. It's just pretty interesting that they're doing it. I know Helldivers, I believe, is like another game that's coming out for Sony, but not much marketing on it. It's supposed to come out later this year, right?
Yeah, that's October. Is it also in October?
I don't know. I forgot, bro. Like the marketing for that game, I'm gonna be honest, is atrocious. Like I don't know when it's coming out, nor has it been promoted that much. And it's supposed to be a co-op game, right? So I don't know.
Like Astro Cyborg said, like Ragnarok, like those That's why Ragnarok's just so hard for me to replay versus like Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy, there's no stupid puzzles and there's no stupid side character like clogging up the narrative. Like so, all you had was that one slice of Joshua in like 5 minutes, and that's perfectly fine. Prologue, perfectly fine, doesn't heat anything. But God of War was just like, man, like every 5 seconds was just stupid Atreus, and it was just like so stupid and so annoying. So,
all right, so. It's gonna be interesting to hear everybody. I know Evan Florica got flown out as well, so it's gonna be interesting to see what else they all have to say. All right, I did want to talk PlayStation Portal because we didn't talk about it last show. Shockingly, like we didn't talk about it at all. I did want to say something about PlayStation Portal before we get into the Starfield, whatever, like whatever you want to call it, drama, controversy, whatever. But when it comes to PlayStation Portal, I just want to give quickly what I think about PlayStation Portal. I think personally that device is useless. I think it's a waste of R&D. I think that there's no point in buying it. I think that Steam Deck is very vastly superior to it because it's native hardware. But I want to preface saying that is what I think. You guys can find value in that, and that is absolutely fine, right? Remote play through your house, and maybe you see value in that while, you know, your girlfriend's like hogging up the TV or something. I just don't see any value in it personally, especially with what is it? Is it $200 or is it $250?
yeah,
So $200. I rather have had them make native hardware, personally speaking, but also I don't like the biggest problem I do have with it for a consumer standpoint is that you have to use specified Sony headphones, right?
Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
So you can't use any type of wireless earbud that you own. It's insane that they're making you purchase another device that they made, and that's very anti-consumer, personally speaking.
And it's the same company that gave us the headphone jack on the controller, right? Not like some stupid proprietary thing, and they're doing this, which is just very confusing for a portable device. I think the only maybe silver lining could be like it is running Android, so I guess you could have some like jailbreak stuff with that. But can you put more storage on it? Like, can you do that at all? If you can, then there's no point in like trying to get emulated games on it if you can't expand the storage, right? So it's just like a very useless, dumb device, to be honest.
Yeah,
and it's very puzzling to me.
No, whether, like I said, some people may put value in that. I did find it weird that they were like, this product is in high demand, and we have to make sure each account can only get one of it, and then supposedly it's still like
you don't want to scalp it.
Have stock.
Don't worry about the scalpers.
Yep, but there's still
about the scalpers.
There's still stock, so it's readily available still. So I don't know. I just was like, bro, what are we doing here? You might as well just like have people purchase multiple on one account. It's just not really like interesting as a product. And good thing Astro mentioned this because I forgot about it. Switch 2, kind of rumors. Basically, I personally rather see this device in person, but we're gonna talk about it, right? So, Switch gonna have DLSS somewhat. I don't know if every game is going to have DLSS, but it makes sense. They're going to keep being with NVIDIA. No one really knows whether or not it's going to have backwards compatibility. It definitely should, but I wouldn't be shocked if Nintendo were to say, hey, it is not backwards compatible. We're going to relaunch all our biggest sellers on the Switch 2 or whatever they call it. I'm going to be shocked by that. And yeah, they said they had the Matrix demo running on it, supposedly. They didn't tell you what the frame rate was or what the resolution was. It said it looked good. I need to see it. I need to see it before hearing all about it, right? And then supposedly the rumor is they're not having an OLED screen. That's going to be LCD. So, I don't know. Overall, like, it's all rumors at the end of the day. I do think some of it may be true, whether or not, you know, it's going to be this powerful machine remains to be seen. But feel like people are trying to suggest with the report or rumor that DLSS is going to do a lot of heavy lifting for the Switch 2, right?
Yeah. In terms of the Switch 2, I think it will be backwards compatible just because every successful Nintendo console has had backwards compatibility. The Wii to the Wii U,
True.
even the GameCube that wasn't successful to the Wii had it. I think did the Super Nintendo have it?
Actually,
I don't know. Actually, I don't think so.
Someone will let us know. Hopefully,
Okay,
someone will let us know.
Yeah, I don't remember that one had it. But yeah, I think most of them have had it, and there was that rumor that like third-party devs don't want it, so they can remasters or whatever. That just doesn't sound real to me. That just sounds kind of funny because like in that case, then none of the next gen consoles will be backwards compatible either. So that doesn't really make sense to me. So yeah, and in terms of like power, as long as it's like a PS, but again, like remember we said when the Switch came out, if it was just like like the Switch is fine for when it came out, but then we saw like a few years later when these games get more demanding and such, then it wasn't getting these games at the same time, and then like games like Doom 2016 were having like missing windows from the Switch version, like so we say like again the Switch may be okay for third-party games for the first like few years, but towards the latter half, it's just to run into the same problem that the Switch is running into now with their games. So if it just like if they can get like I guess they get like Tears of the Kingdom or whatever, it's around 60 frames, like that would be great on the Switch too. But man, I wonder what they're gonna what their approach will be for like the Joy-Cons and the accessories and stuff like if that can carry over.
I would assume
they did that for the Wii U, they did that for the GameCube. Sorry, they did that for the Wii also. So I just wonder like how different will the Joy-Cons be, and like how will you be able to carry things over in terms of like the motion controls and stuff.
What they need to do, big thing for Switch 2, they got to announce backwards compatibility for cardboard and announce Labo 2. That is absolutely what they need to do, bro. Backwards compatibility with cardboard, a genius move. That would be genius, sell gangbusters, and freaking have Labo 2 out there, bro. I'll just be like, Nintendo, you're up there, man. You're the goats. You know what'd be crazy?
You know what'd be crazy? Is if they said, look, guys, the way you use your cardboard on your Labo for your Labo 2 is you actually have to build it a different way. Take the same cardboard, but you build it in a different way to make it fit the Switch 2.
Bro.
And what's crazy is that like the Labo released like what 2018 or something, 2019, and bro, that means they were 5 to 6 years ahead. They were like, yo, we're gonna make the Switch 2 have all this. We're gonna make the Labo be ready for that before they even know it.
Dude, special utensil, bro. Like special item, scissors. Freaking, I don't know, like smooth scissors, man, that'll like form the box, like be able to like cut it in different angles and stuff like that to be able to change the cardboard, to be able to make it like a box or like a little house or something that you could like take pictures with your Switch with it and you'll have it within the game itself. Bro, they can do so many things with this, bro. And I guarantee you it's going to happen, bro. The scissor that you could probably get at Home Depot or Family Dollar, that's like $1 or $3. They're going to charge $70 for that thing.
$70. The Nintendo seal of approval.
A whole video game that's going to be scissor, bro. A scissor, bro. That's not including Labo 2 itself, the game. That game, on top of that, will be $70. So $140 for that game. That would be insane, bro. Like
also, like, what if each time you use the scissors, right? It gives you the Zelda jingle when you get a treasure. You know, you pick it up, it gives you the Zelda jingle. And you're like, damn, I feel like I just found a treasure. I just got a treasure, and then you're about to use it to like beat these games on the Labo. So it'll be that'll be crazy. That's worth $70 right there.
Actually, I know we're joking, but I might buy that. I might buy that. I'm not gonna lie, cause that's fire. No.
We should work for Nintendo, bro. We should work for Nintendo.
Yes, sir. Nintendo.
We should pitch the Overleveled. We need to pitch the podcast to them.
I lied, bro. They'll probably sue us and take the idea.
Damn.
That's exactly what would happen, bro. They're gonna take all the money we got and take the idea, and we're just like homeless as
Yeah,
a
yeah.
result.
We'll be like those people who like hack switches and sell the parts. You know, we'll just be like that. Like, you gotta pay them. We gotta pay them. We make the product. We gotta pay them for the rest of our lives
Big
because we
fact.
help them. You know.
Agreed.
You know.
All right, so that is that for the Switch 2. Starfield we'll talk about, and then that's really it for the topics, and then we'll just like leave it up to the chat on what you guys want us to talk about, or we'll answer your questions. So let's go into Starfield, right? Starfield, I'm not gonna have a huge talking point because I kind of like made my thoughts known. All I will say is reviews come in and it's like a 84 on Metacritic, I think an 86 or 87 on PC for Metacritic, and it's like a 77% approval or positive reviews within Steam. So that's that when it comes to it. 84, good score. It's also 6 million players have played the game. That also happened. And they had on, what was it? Early access, and I can go into that in a little bit, is 1 million concurrent players, right? Which a lot of people were like wondering, what does 1 million players mean in terms of early access concurrent? So what that means is either A, they have Game Pass and bought the $35 upgrade thing, right, to play the game early, or B, that they were on Steam or on Xbox and paid the $100 version or whatever. That's what it means. So they were making money, right? A lot of people didn't think they were. Like, they did make money, because like people were confused about that, and I'm just like, no, they were definitely making money on that, especially on Steam with having 200,000 concurrent players and whatnot on there as well. So like 200,000 people bought the $100 version. So that's really good. To go into then later at the 6 million player, then yeah, it was open to the people that bought the regular edition of the game on Steam or Xbox, or that they're just playing it on Game Pass. So like Xbox is definitely doing different models, right? They're not just having Game Pass. They're gonna continue doing this with other of their games, right? Gears, I think, did this before. Forza did this before, and that's kind of like how they monetized, or how they're going to monetize their games, by doing the quote unquote early access, right? The biggest problem I have when people talk about early access, as well as these companies that are talking about early access, is the game is not in early access. So that is why. Early access is like I mentioned, Hades, Baldur's Gate 3, etc., right? Those games. So there's that. Overall, though, it's pretty good, though. From what I've seen, people were like mentioning, is 6 million bad concurrent players? It's like, no, it's pretty good. Like 6 million players is pretty good. But like when you have people saying, well, that's a fail. It's like, how do we know it's a fail? It's like, you don't know the logistics behind it, right? No one knows that. Only Microsoft knows that, right? So like I tell that to people all the time. It's like, you don't know. No one knows. You're not in the boardroom meetings. You're not at Bethesda. You're not at Xbox. So I don't know, like overall. But I think 84, a good score, as well as having that amount of player base there. And yeah, like I said, I already had people ask what I thought about the game, or not the game, but what I think about Bethesda currently and before, and how I'm not interested in. But I guess, what's your perspective? Because I know you're in a very different perspective, and I know you're coming at it. Is it game of the generation, or this,
Game
that,
of
and
the
the third?
generation.
Like,
Absolutely. Honestly, I think it's game of the generation just based on the discourse that this game has brought. You know, I actually know. I would say Redfall is a game of the generation based on the just based on the console war alone on the timeline, bro. I never watched the amount of Xbox podcasts when Redfall came out. I've never watched podcasts that much, Xbox podcasts, since I would say 2017 when the whole Xbox Civil War happened. But no, like I definitely think again, the problem with Starfield is like like it was because Microsoft was such a bad year, like because of Redfall. It was like all chips were on Starfield. Like it had to be like this like 95 game, like you know what I mean. Like it didn't have to be, it didn't need to be that, but because of what Redfall was and everything like that, and that's what Starfield became a victim of that. So I think like 84 is a good score again, even though it dropped. It's just fun. It's just funny to poke fun, but in all seriousness, it is a good score. And 6 million players is pretty good because like this again, this is a single player new IP from Bethesda, right? They haven't had a new IP in a long time. So the fact that like 6 million players gravitate towards this game, and again, this game also a game that like the marketing was very questionable before it came out. They didn't really start marketing until like Gamescom, right? So like 2-3 weeks before it came out, 6 million. That's pretty good. Like that is pretty good.
Well, I would say argue during the Xbox showcase thing, right? They had the deep dive or whatever.
Well, they did, but like I mean, like I didn't see Starfield on like my social media, my TikTok, like stuff
that's
like
what
that.
you're talking about.
I didn't see that until the Gamescom thing, like until Gamescom happened, and the people were able to play the game. So I would say like with that in mind, like 6 million is pretty good. Again, like people are just they like console award every single thing ever. So obviously people might think it's bad. You don't know if they're telling the truth or not. But it was the thing that I didn't like though was they intentionally picked the reviewers that were going to review the game, and it really showed because once everyone else got it, like Eurogamer or like Metro or Jimquisition or like at least other people, they got the game. Then you saw the score topple a lot more. So I think that's something I don't like. I don't find I don't agree with, and yeah, I think like overall, just like I'm really interested in Starfield. I never was interested. Honestly, space games don't really interest me like that, and Bethesda games don't interest me like that either. So yeah,
okay.
That's pretty much all I have to say about that.
When it comes to the UK reviews, because it's usually the UK, right? Like I think we came to that realization. It could have been something regarding the CMA stuff. That's why they didn't get the codes. I don't know the ins and outs as to why they didn't get the review codes, right? But it seemed like mostly it's like the UK review like outlets, right, or content creators that didn't get it. That's what it seems like, but I could be completely wrong. But like overall, I didn't really come from the angle like, and it was an interesting angle you bring up where it was like that they needed it because of Redfall, as well as like the previous games that have come out. Which I was like, yeah, I guess a lot of like stuff was riding on it, and I don't really talk about the fanboy discussions because it's like a lot of the fanboys on each side, they're like, listen, I'm a big fan of this studio, even though I never was, and this is going to be the first game I play. And
I mostly avoid Bethesda games, you know, and then you know, so
I see what you did there. Shout out to that person.
Oh boy.
But like overall, like I said, I think we're in agreement. 84, good score, and there is success within the game. Like I feel like if we say there is a success, it's being disingenuous. I tell people like no one knows for a fact it isn't. Like it's just they don't. No one knows, right? But it seems they're confident, right? Xbox and Bethesda for giving out numbers like that. It means that it's very popular and like people are playing the game. So shout out to
it's just like Phil's comment about like if we just make great games, everything will turn around. I think this kind of shows that, right?
Yeah.
This example.
True. One thing to talk about was Todd. Shout out to Todd. They were getting interviewed. I know there was like a longer version of the interview, but I know like he got asked the question. It's like, yo, what about that PC optimization for Starfield? It's like, and then Todd's like, listen, it is optimized. Upgrade your PC, buddy. I was like, bro, come on, chief. Like, if we're being honest, from what I've seen, like in testing, and shout out to Alex, it's like CPU super like heavy and whatnot. It's like the game isn't like fully optimized. It's better than a Bethesda game that's optimized, right? But it's not. So I was like, oh, that's interesting to hear Todd say that. But I don't know. Like, I know Delta was telling me what else questions were asked. I didn't get to watch those portions of it. But overall, shout out to Todd for saying that. Because the man always will answer a question like that. But I think that really is it in terms of topics. So if you guys want to ask us any questions, we'll leave it up to you. I just don't think there's any other things like left to discuss right now. So
All
let
I,
me.
all I will say is like there's been those Embracer Group closings and those rumors about them like selling off a whole bunch of studios.
Oh,
Yeah,
I forgot. Like
yeah,
you like bringing this up where it was like Volition's
yeah.
closed.
Volition. Honestly, thank God they closed because they did not deserve to, stay active. But they're thinking of selling off like Gearbox 2 or something like that.
Something
Like,
like, bro, I'm gonna
yeah,
feel so bad because literally Square sold Crystal Dynamics and Eidos Montreal to
Eidos.
them. And I'm like,
Yeah.
yo, it's super questionable right now, especially with Eidos. Because Eidos, the one game I want them to make is a Deus Ex game.
Mm.
Because I loved Human Revolution. Human Revolution was like one of my favorite games on PS3 back then. Super good game. Mankind Divided, a little bit disappointing, but not because of them, because of like the development and them trying to cut the game and whatnot.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
you can tell, and it was so annoying about that. And I'm just like, dude, but the story was so interesting and good, especially with the twists and turns as well as secrets that are within that game. I was just like, dude, I need another Deus Ex game to just connect it to like the old games because that's what they were gonna do. So
Yeah, I have all of them. I have all of them because I got them for like $2 on the Square Enix store. Hopefully someday I'll give it a shot. Who knows?
yeah,
It'll be a long time. It'll be a long time though.
no,
That's
yeah.
about something games to play.
But like I said, Saints Row, I don't think anyone's shocked. Saints Row reboot to me looks like a pretty not so good game, right?
It was horrible. It was just a
It
bad
was a
game.
buggy game. Like
It was just a
characters
bad
weren't
game.
interesting, and also it's just like no one
Was
cared
it
for it.
was it full price?
I think it was 60, right?
Oh my goodness.
I think it was
Way too
60.
expensive.
I don't know if it was 70. But like overall though, very much like everyone didn't care for it and people were shocked. Like some people were shocked like how did this game fail? It's like, dude, because none of the fan base wanted this game. A overwhelming majority of the fan base said, "No, we do not want this game. This is not Saints Row. Please get this out of here." And that's what ended up happening. And
Yeah.
what was crazy is like, and Astro mentions this, PS Plus Essential. It's funny because that got announced before the closing thing. So like
And the price
literally
increase.
they literally got the bag from PlayStation, which that bag was probably cheap, man. It got some nickels and
Yeah.
dimes in the bag because it's not that game is not in high demand. So of course the PlayStation giving them the money is like non-existent. It's like barely anything, like pennies and nickels. And like I said, dimes could be like super hopeful for them. But overall, though, like I said, game didn't sell well, and now they're gone. So, but like I said, the only like bad thing is like people lost their jobs, and that sucks. And hopefully that they can, bounce back and find employment in other studios within the gaming industry. It's just I don't think people should be shocked the end result of what happened, right? When you make bad games consecutively, it shows, right? Like listen, like I know some people like Forspoken, but Luminous Studios Final Fantasy 15 came out as a mess and they had to create DLCs to fix plot holes and to do a lot and Royal Edition and all this stuff. And then Forspoken came out and the same thing with not like amazing gameplay and terrible characters and story. So it's like then they, to be fair, kept their jobs. They just went through different sections within Square. It's just the studio itself is no longer there anymore. So that's what I'm saying. But like I said, shout out to Saints Row, whether or not they'll continue with the franchise, but I think that franchise will be put on ice for quite some time. I think the only thing that they should do is potentially remake Saints Row 1 and 2 and see if the interest is still there. And that will be a couple years from now. And then maybe do something. Maybe do a reboot, another reboot, or do a sequel. I don't know. That's something that they could possibly do. But that's that. let's go into, I guess, questions from the chat, because like I think that is like it in terms of what has happened in terms of the week, or as well as the other week, because there were
I guess you
every
can say
other
like
week.
PS Plus went up like
Oh yeah, the
30%.
price. Yeah, the
Bro,
price. Oh,
that is
dude,
just
it's terrible, dude. I tell people all the time, and I said this, like, bro, you guys on consoles paying for online is insane, and them asking you to pay more money while not getting any like amazing games out of it is crazy. It's like somebody spitting in your face and you're just like, wait, what? And then they're asking you, hey, bro, give me $10 now. It's like, bro, what? What are you talking about? You just spat in my face. Why do I got to give you money? That's what Sony basically did. It's like, you guys don't, like, you guys should not be paying for online. There's no reason to pay for online. Like, we on PC, we don't have to pay for online. We literally have free online. I know it's shocking, right? We could like literally go on Discord, stream a show, stream a movie, stream music, stream a video game, do a lot of stuff within a PC. But you guys don't really have that experience. And that sucks. And it sucks that you guys have to pay for online, because you guys shouldn't have to be paying for something that should be free, right?
what I will say is, I think the only game this impacts really is I would say like GTA and sports games, because you can't like sports games can't really play sports games on PC. Like I know they're trying to do, I think they're trying to do crossplay at least between console. PC doesn't even have crossplay with the sports games. I think like at least 2K. Whereas like I feel like most of the games that are popular today are free, and like COD is crossplay. So it's like I think like this increase, at least for the online part, isn't as bad as it would be if this was like 2015, where like every game was like a $60 multiplayer. Imagine like back then with these $60 multiplayer games, and then you had to buy like online on top of that. Like that would have been that's just awful. But like now it's like, you know, Apex and Fortnite and like Fall Guys, stuff like that. These are all free games, and they don't require online. So I say it's still horrible. Absolutely, I stopped paying for Plus after I stopped playing. Honestly, I was only paying for Plus even though I had PC, because Black Ops 4 was the only game I played on PS4 online. So I would say like it's still pretty bad, and man, this is probably as bad to me as when Xbox tried to raise prices by like double. I don't even remember that. They tried to raise gold by $220.
Gold? Yeah, they were trying to force. Yeah. If I remember correctly, they were trying to basically move people from gold to Game Pass. If I remember, I think that was what they were trying to do.
Like they pretty much doubled gold. Like, and that was absolutely insane that they did that. So this to me is just as bad as that, and they're obviously not gonna, whatchamacallit, they're not going to go back on it. But also, the best time to buy Plus is Black Friday, as always. So like, just be mindful of that, I would say. And yeah, that's just it's pretty bad. It's horrible.
The only way you guys can potentially reverse their decision, right? Personally, I don't think you should be paying at all. But like I said, if you want a game on PC, I get it, man. Listen, PC not for everybody. Personally, I used to think like that until I got a gaming PC, and now I'm fully on board, bro. Whatever you want to call me, PC elitist, PC master race. Yeah, I'm all that. But
yeah,
the big thing, if you want to be, you know, still within their ecosystem, is everyone has to basically say, we're not paying for online. We're not doing it, PlayStation. We're not doing it, Sony. We're not paying for online. That is the only way they're going to go like, damn, dude, we're having a huge decrease in subscription and everyone's canceling. Then that's where they're going to reverse their decision. But most likely that's not going to happen.
And also, aren't there subscriptions stalling? Isn't subscription growth stalling in gaming? Right
yes, now? Yeah. That was like the reason.
Also, gets another. That was like another thing. It's like they just see like things are starting to like sort of plateau, and they're just like, okay, like let's just raise the price, and whatever we lose, we'll make it back.
Yeah.
If based on this amount of people that unsubscribe, we'll just make it back. if that. So that also is another thing that probably is running through their minds too.
Yeah. Also, PC needs to upgrade every year race. No.
Nah, never.
So
never.
the thing
I
is, like,
upgrade my
people.
PC every 5 years.
So people don't realize this. It's like what you want out of it. If you want the highest graphical fidelity, the best frame rate, being at 4K resolution, then yeah, you would need to like upgrade, right? But if you're trying to do 1440p gaming at the best settings possible at like 100 something frames, like you don't need to upgrade every year. You just don't.
Yeah, yeah. I upgrade every 5 years. So I've had my PC since 2020, and to be honest, I forgot I had my PC for 3 years. That's how like it's been good for me for so long. So yeah, it's been great for me.
So it's like you don't need to, like, I feel like everyone has that misconception. It's like you gotta upgrade every year. It's like if you want the top of the line parts, sure, but not everyone's doing that. Not everyone's trying to upgrade every year. People will settle at 1440p gaming or DLSS or FSR or any type of resolution that they want. So some people do competitive gaming at 1080p, like 300 frames per second, right? So that's that. All right, guys. I think that is that truly now. So we can open the floor to you guys in terms of questions. If there are no questions, we will end the podcast because, like I said, there wasn't that much news. I didn't realize that we had a couple tidbits here and there, but we'll leave it up to you guys in terms of questions. Nice. Well, that's the word. Okay, bit panel chat. So close to platinum. Ghost of Tsushima. Peace and love.
Oh, very
be
good.
Safe. Nice.
That game is incredible. It's way better than Horizon. Way better than Horizon, bro.
Dude,
I saw people be
Horizon,
bro.
Oh,
oh my
you
god,
mentioned it. Horizon's supposed to be getting a what is it? Full edition, right? Which will
it's
basically
a complete edition, right? Or something like that.
which it most likely is going to be coming to PC. So,
bro, I saw people be like, the Horizon characters were so much better than the Ghost characters. I'm like, in what planet? What planet were any of these Horizon characters?
Aloy,
bro,
a 10 out of 10 of looking like she hates everybody and she thinks
Absolute
you're a terrible
boring.
person and she
bro, when
thinks
that
you're
dude,
weak.
yeah,
Listen,
when that person dies, she's like has no emotion at all. There's like she's like like what are you trying to sneeze? Like are you holding in a sneeze? Like are you okay, Aloy? Like oh my goodness. I love the first one. The first one was a nice novelty experience, but man, that second one, the rose glasses just were off of me with that game. Oh my god, it was so boring, so boring.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Mortal Kombat. Yeah, Mortal Kombat. I know they did talk about what was it that they're working on crossplay. It will not be on launch, but they also like announced Megan Fox as a character within Mortal Kombat.
You serious?
Yeah, I'm serious. Like, listen, bro. People are gonna hate me for saying this.
You gonna main her?
Absolutely gonna main her. Dude, Cage is gonna go crazy when she hears what? Like, listen, I'm gonna be honest, man. Dude, my middle school crush.
Oh yeah,
was Megan Fox, bro. What?
Absolutely.
Dude, everybody was like, dude, Megan Fox. Dude, I think around middle school time frame, that was Jennifer's Body came out as well. Dude, I was like Megan Fox all day, every day. And those are facts. But yeah, I'm gonna get Mortal Kombat 1. From $5 super chat from Rambling Entertained. From what you guys may have heard or played of Starfield, what thoughts you may have heard from its writing and RPG mechanics perspective in the regards to Elder Scrolls 6. So none of us have played it, and none of us have any type of criticism for Starfield. I feel like people in the chat, like Astro or other people have played it, Delta, can give a better assessment. Like I said, we both aren't interested in the game. So I don't know. Like I can't tell you what. Like I can just tell you from the problems I had with their previous titles, right? Like Fallout 4 or Skyrim or anything like that. But when it comes to like actual criticism for Starfield, it's like I can't say it. Like me and Alish can't really say like true criticism. We haven't played the game, so
yeah. can't really
But
say
I
anything.
appreciate
I
the-
have no experience with like
Yeah.
Western RPGs, pretty much. So I don't have an opinion. I can't really say anything.
So yeah. All right. Any other questions? And Cage is definitely gonna go after me now. And listen, you guys think I should feel bad about saying I'm gonna main that character? I don't feel bad. It's Megan Fox. What can I say? So, if you guys have no questions, we will end the stream now. Definitely don't want it to feel very long-winded. We like to keep the show tight and pretty like fast-paced. So, yeah, no, it blows Fallout 4 and Skyrim out of the water personally. All right, got you rambling. All right, so if we have no questions, we're gonna leave now. Currently. A shout out to everybody that came through. Big shout out to Rambling Entertained for the $5 super chat. Shout out to Big Cloud because he gave me $2 out of that. I'm kidding. Honestly, babe, we're gonna have to talk about this. But big shout out to Big Cloud. Second episode. We're gonna have the next episode be. It's every other week, so you'll see us September 26th around 8 p.m. Eastern Standard or 8:30, one or the other. So appreciate everybody coming through. Hopefully we will have more topics on hand as well. But like I said, it was a fun show. Seeing you guys come out with the support means the world to us. And hopefully, guys, you did enjoy. And if you guys haven't already and have not somehow subbed to Big Cloud Gaming, make sure to sub to him. And also make sure to get on his butt about creating content and also having RGT. Like, that needs to happen. We cannot fully have Big Cloud just lying down and just being like, yo, Overleveled is going to be all the content within my channel. No, that is absolutely not happening. So you guys better say in the comment section you guys want RGT to come on Friday. Like, come on, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard. So, oh yeah, and I didn't realize 26 is the same day as the Cyberpunk expansion. So
Oh damn,
that's gonna be interesting. But I definitely, dude, I'm gonna have to like figure something out to play it. But overall, though, like I said, next show episode will be the 26th. Guys, if you guys haven't already, make sure to check out my Twitch page that's going to be live tomorrow. So look forward to that. It's in the description box below, but also I will post it within the live stream. If you guys haven't already, make sure to do that. Appreciate it. Alish, where can they find you at?
First, I want to say this was a great show. Man, it feels a bit weird doing face cam, but I'll get used to it. I don't know where to look sometimes. Looking at the chat, looking at the Red Hood. I can't stop looking at Red Hood, and then looking at the camera. So I'll get used to it. But it was fun doing it this way. And yeah, you can find me at Ali_9201 on Twitter. And yeah, a great show. I hope there's more gaming. Hopefully, there's like some sort of showcase or something within the next 2 weeks. So that would be nice. Hopefully, and yeah. Hope you all have a great night.
Exactly. So I'll also put Alicia's thing in the description box, as well as it's on the last stream. Be sure to follow him as well, and you guys can also follow me on Twitter at RedHood240. So appreciate the support, means the world to us. Shout out to Big Cloud yet again. Hopefully, guys take it. What happened?
I forgot the Sonic DLC is coming out too. Fuck me.
I need to play that. You're gonna have to play Sonic Frontiers. I forgot.
I want to play that so bad. I really want to play that game so badly. I hope I really want to play that game.
Like, it's gonna be interesting when that comes out.
I hope it's good. I hope it's good.
Well, everyone hopes it's good. All the Sonic fans hope.
Yeah.
But like I said, appreciate everybody. Take it easy. Be safe. Peace.
Peace.